Welcome back. Today we discuss the Republic Clone Commandos, the Kaminoans' attempt at genetic experimentation on the Jango Fett template to make super soldiers. As always, make sure to subscribe for more content and like this video while you're at it. Let's get into today's topic. I'm a huge fan of super soldiers, like Captain America, and of course my Halo universe Spartan 2s. So it's no surprise that Clone Commandos would be favorites of mine too. As a lot of people, my first introduction to them was through the game Republic Commando. It was so much fun playing as a Republic Commando, and then we get to see glimpses of Delta Squad in the Clone Wars series. Although I would love to get a series specifically following a squad of commandos, I do believe we will be seeing more Clone Commandos in Bad Batch Season 2. For those who may not know, let's break them down and talk about the most prominent groups and their involvement in the Clone Wars. But before we do that, we should talk about the armor and weapons that help these commandos stand out. Republic Commandos wore what's called Katarn class armor. It's highly durable, vacuum sealed, and has shielding. As the specialized units of the army, it's no surprise that their armor is far superior to that of an ordinary clone trooper. But what's even crazier is that they have shields. Personal shields are very rare for organic beings because of their radiation output. Not only that, the shield took a lot to power and recharge. Katarn class armor was also customizable, came with a vibroblade in the right gauntlet, and could also unleash a shockwave disorienting enemies within 10 meters. Clone Commandos also carried backpacks with various equipment depending on their missions. Finally, they typically carried the DC-17M interchangeable weapon system as well as a DC-17 hand blaster. Now, the first time that we ever get a mention of Commandos is during Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. Mace Windu is talking with Clone Commander CT-411, also known as Pawns. He gives him 5 commando units to lead into battle.
Sir, I have 5 special commando units awaiting your order, sir.
Unfortunately, we never get to see them in action during this battle, although that would have been awesome from what we've seen of Mace Windu in combat with his clone troopers. They probably wiped out legions of droids. The other time we see Clone Commandos is during the Clone Wars series. In fact, it's after Maul's brother Savage brutally wipes out a Jedi Temple outpost, killing the clone troopers, Jedi Master Halsey, and his Padawan Nox. Clone Sergeant RC-1138, commanding officer of Delta Squad, and his team investigate the attack and report directly back to the Jedi Council stating that there were no survivors. It's one of my favorite scenes in the show because of how dark and ominous it is.
There were no survivors on Deveron. Everyone was killed, including Master Halsey and his Padawan.
Now, Delta Squad consisted of 4 members. Its commanding officer, Sergeant Boss, who I mentioned earlier, his second-in-command, RC-1140, Fixer, RC-1207, Sev, and of course, RC-1262, Scorch. You'll also remember seeing Scorch in an episode of The Bad Batch. Most people's first introduction to Delta Squad was in Republic Commando. Frankly, I'd love to see more covert missions by Delta Squad. Foxtrot Group was the mysterious group of clone commandos led by CC-557639. Also known as Gregor. This group was attached to the 212th Attack Battalion, led by Jedi General Master Obi-Wan Kenobi and Clone Commander Cody. During the Battle of Sarish, Foxtrot Group was wiped out. We know that the Battle of Sarish had heavy losses, and as the Republic was routed, Captain Gregor attempted to leave and search for help, only to crash land on Abafar. Gregor is then found on the planet of Abafar, suffering from amnesia. Clone Commando Gregor is one of my favorite clones of all time, and I loved seeing him show up in Rebels alongside Rex and Wolf. Following the transition from Republic to the new Galactic Empire, Clone Commandos worked to train the new TK Troopers as part of the Stormtrooper Corps. Commandos would remain in the service of the Empire, guarding secret bases and operating on covert missions. Lastly, I will mention that Clone Force 99, also known as the Bad Batch, were considered Clone Commandos. But most people know of them, and their mutations make them exceedingly different than any other Clone Commandos. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Make sure to tell me about all your favorite Clone Commandos in the comments below. Do you think they're as elite as I said, or are they overrated? Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Have an amazing day, and may the Force be with you.